Hello, cyberspace. It is I, Terracin, your favorite cyber bitch here. And as the title says, we are going to be talking about the TSA walkouts only because I'm going to be getting on a plane soon. So we're going to talk about the walkouts. But tonight I have with me the chunky monkey, an American couch.
Hey.
I have Queenie, the dick doctor.
What's up, guys?
And we have Don Scooby 331.
Hey, hey.
How y'all doing?
Hanging in there.
I do like it, and I want to apologize for everyone for me being late. I had to drive, and get this, and it's no joke, my neighbor's baby daddy to the homeless shelter.
Well, you're a good person.
Why the fuck do I have to be a good person? I just want to be left alone.
Yeah, I hear that. The only interesting thing that happened to me today was I got cut off by Mr. Met.
You got cut off by who?
Mr. Met.
Isn't that the New York
mascot? The Mets mascot, yeah, he cut me off today.
How did he cut you off?
He was driving in his car and he cut me off.
Was he in his mascot outfit?
No, he wasn't in the mascot outfit, but it was No, he doesn't drive around in it. I don't care what they show in the commercials.
Damn it!
He lives in the same neighborhood as my sister-in-law, so I was driving and I got cut off. It wasn't like it was intentional. It was one of those things. It was more like he wasn't really paying attention. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, this fucking bastard. And I look at his plate and it says Mr., Mr., and then there's a space, then it says Met, and then there's a space, and it says 2, like the number 2 next to it. And I look in the driveway because he was pulling into his house, and the other cars all say Mr. Met on them. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is where Mr. Met lives. So if I ever want to, roll him for his uniform, I know where to go. But other than that, it really doesn't do anything for me. It's just, just another random person that, you run into through the course of your day. It just happens to be the Mets mascot. Go figure.
For us, it's every couple of years, new alligators in the outfits. Or new people in the alligator outfits. I am fucking tired.
Oh, this guy's been...
I was up at 5:50. Got my coffee going. Passed back out until 6. Got up, drank my coffee. Got to hear the alarm go off, and Katrina still didn't wake up to it.
Holy.
Well, see, it's louder when you don't have it sitting on your fucking bed. Kind of muffles the sound.
I'm pretty sure that this is still the same Mr. Met. I don't mean to keep going back to it, because I did actually try to apply for that job.
You tried to apply for a mascot position?
You bet your ass I tried to be Mr. Met.
I think that'd be a fun job.
Yeah. You're talking to somebody whose choices... I'm being dead serious about my life choices. If I wasn't going out for some sort of science, my other choices, my backups were going to be either a comic book writer or stand-up comedian. That's really the only life choices I had made. Yeah, mascot was pretty much up my alley.
Well, at least it would be like I said, it'd be a fun job. You get to be there on the field. You get to meet you get to see the baseball players all the time.
You know who had the coolest job, and I'm very jealous that he had it. I was talking to Aircraft Sparky about it, and I mentioned to him that the one job I always wanted, and I didn't find out about it until much later on in life, was the guy who, they were testing the jet engines. So this guy would get to shoot chickens, out of a cannon into the jet engines all day.
I want that job.
And that was Aircraft Sparky's job when he was in the service, except it was frozen turkeys. He got to sit. That's what he did when he was in the service. He got to shoot frozen turkeys out of a cannon at jet engines. I'm so fucking jealous.
How much does it pay?
Seriously, I'd never miss a day of work. I
what
get
do you
employee of the
do?
month.
Oh,
Oh.
excuse me, sir. What do you do? Oh, I get to go to work and I shoot turkeys out of a cannon into a jet engine.
That's so fucking cool.
What do you do, man? What do you do for your job? I'm a chicken chucker. Oh, water. I use pretty much a giant cannon to blast chickens into aircraft engines.
I bet he's a lot of fun at the career day of his kid's school.
I don't think he has any kids. Oh, excuse me.
Well, I meant like anyone that has that job.
Mhm.
All right, so like the title says, TSA walkouts, TSA callouts, and airport wait times. Fast facts. TSA security screeners are working without pay. About 7.6% of TSA employees missed work with unscheduled absences on Monday, more than double the 3.2% of workers who did so the same day last year. 4 major airports have closed some screening lanes. Passengers in Atlanta face wait times of over an hour. Now, I know when I'm flying out to Chicago, I have my first stop is in Atlanta, and it's a 4-hour wait.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Ah, shit, my headset's about to die.
Good, you can do what I do and just use the fucking computer.
But then you'll complain about it.
I'll deal with my bitching or, whatever.
I can't believe you gotta get stuck in Atlanta for that long.
Oh, I have before, and yeah, never again.
Well, on the way back, I'm going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina, so that means fucking Dick Doctor here is going to come and hang out with me for the 4 hours I'm there.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Good, because I'm not going to drive to Atlanta to keep you company. I hate driving to Atlanta.
Mhm.
Nah,
How
I'm not
close are
gonna-
you to Atlanta?
Oh, over an hour, definitely.
Oh,
It's
wow.
about 2 hours, 2.5 hours away from Atlanta.
Damn.
After missing paychecks due to the partial government shutdown Friday, the number of Transportation Security Administration (TSA) officers not showing up for work has grown, forcing some passengers to wait in long lines as airports make do with slimmer security staffs. Now, see, when I was a kid, that's what I was used to. So I'm okay with this. It just means, I'm probably not going to get the asshole that likes to, try and, pat a woman down because he's a dick. Now, when I went to DC, they kept hitting my necklace. They hit my belly ring, and for some reason, they were being hit on my ankle where my jeans had somehow like curled up underneath my pants, up into the jean itself. I'm just like, really? Your detector detects all that. That's a crock of shit. You must be pushing a button on there. The federal agency has begun to deploy reserve officers to make up for the staffing challenges, but a source familiar with the situation told CBS News the issue could begin to compound and lead to more restriction of services in the coming days. About 7.6% of TSA employees missed work with unscheduled absences Monday, more than double the 3.2% of workers who did it on the same day last year. According to Michael Filio, a spokesperson for TSA, the figure also marks a sharp increase over the number of workers who called out just a week ago, January 7th, when 4.6% of workers stayed home. The callouts, combined with a major snowstorm in the mid-Atlantic, have prompted 4 major airports, Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, Houston's George Bush Intercontinental Airport, Miami International Airport, and Washington Dulles International Airport to close some screening lanes and checkpoints. Those are some major airports. The government shutdown became the longest in U.S. history Saturday as it entered its fourth week. TSA agents are considered essential federal employees, meaning they are required to work without pay until Congress and President Trump reach an agreement to reopen the government. Even Mr. B agrees that essential is not a term to be used with TSA. It's profoundly unfair and most disrespectful to put us in the middle of this debate over border security when we have absolutely nothing to do with it, TSA officer Mike Gazigan told CBS News after TSA employees missed their first paycheck on Friday. The Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport shutdown related staffing issues forced the airport to reduce the number of open screening lanes at 3 main domestic checkpoints Monday, as a source familiar with the matter told CBS. Passengers traveling through affected checkpoints faced wait times of over an hour to get through security Monday morning, according to the airport's website. TSA's mobile app, My TSA, reported some passengers waited over 2 hours to get through security. International travelers, however, had security lines of only 15 to 30 minutes per the airport's website. At Washington Dulles, the airport closed its west mezzanine employee and passenger checkpoints, consolidating them to the hub's east mezzanine. The statement from the TSA said many of Washington's callouts were due to the weekend storm, but acknowledged callouts were slightly higher than normal. TSA officials said they expect Tuesday to be a normal day at Washington Dulles with regular checkpoints open. Miami International Airport spokesperson Greg Chin said Monday afternoon TSA checkpoints are getting back to normal operations. There are no plans for future closures at this time. On Friday, David Pekoski, the agency's administrator, tweeted the agency had processed 1 day of pay for the employees who worked December 22nd, the Saturday immediately following the shutdown, and workers could expect payment by Tuesday. He also said he approved a $500 pay bonus for holidays for ununiformed screening officers for maintaining the highest of security standards during an extraordinary period. Bonus, which should be paid this week, is equivalent to about 4 days of work for the average TSA employee. Nationally, the average annual salary for TSA security officer is around $37,000, according to Glassdoor. The average hourly rate is $16. It's a shame because TSA officers are already some of the lowest paid officers in the federal workforce, have the least amount of rights of most any federal employee, and now are being asked to put their lives on the line without knowing when they'll get their paycheck. Oh dear, like they didn't know what they signed up for. Oh my God. The president of the American Federation of Government Employees wrote in a statement. Airport workers around the country have organized to help TSA officers during the shutdown. Oh yes, let's help them because they're so fucking essential. Although ethic rules prohibit agents from accepting monetary gifts from travelers, group organization meals are fair game, according to TSA spokesperson. Airport workers in Connecticut, Bradley's International Airport, and Pittsburgh organized free meals for TSA officers, while the Tampa airport said it's working with United Way to launch a food bank for workers impacted by the shutdown. Maybe they need to dip into that fucking 401k. Obviously, I do not have love for TSA.
I can see that. Well, let's just hope that everything, works out and that we can just stop with the strike soon. The shutdown, rather, excuse me, strike.
Well, it pretty much is a strike. It's a walkout.
Yeah.
Or a call out.
Well, either or, I just like them to, I just like it to end already.
Hey, when I'm muted, y'all can't hear me, can y'all?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No. Like, when I was muted, y'all couldn't hear me, can you?
No.
Okay.
To be fair, I wasn't really paying attention.
I was just making sure. No, it's nothing like that. I was having a conversation with my mom and I was like talking to her. And I was like, y'all stop talking. And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, yeah, I'm muted. So.
No, you're good.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to chuckle so evilly. It's just, it struck me as funny. Oh, man. I don't know. I'm just so annoyed with, just give the man the fucking $5 billion for the wall. Enough with this shit already. Seriously. I mean, do you see that they spent a couple of billion to keep shrimp on a treadmill?
Who on a treadmill?
They spent all this money, the government, to check out to some scientific experiment with shrimp on a treadmill.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's serious, look it up.
Yeah.
I'm saying if they can waste taxpayer money on that shit, just give the man the fucking wall. There's no reason for them to be doing this shit. It's not like he's asking for trillions. He gave him, okay, here, we're going to do this. I just need them. No, we're not going to give you the money. Okay, why not? Oh, we got no reason to give you. That makes no sense.
That's what I don't understand. These politicians can spend $30,000-$40,000 on a couch for their office or whatever, but they can't spend money to build a wall to help protect our people and help with the immigration problem.
How much is he wanting for the wall? Scooby.
Yeah.
How much is the orange potato wanting for the wall?
$5 billion.
Okay. Then he needs to talk to the guy that tried to have the GoFundMe go.
Yeah, well, I think what we got to do is the thing that your brother was talking to me about with Ted Cruz with the El Chapo thing.
El Chapo.
Yeah. Joaquin Guzman, that big drug cartel leader that they arrested, and then he had dug a tunnel in his cell and escaped. And then he got caught because he did an interview with this news reporter. And after that, he got caught several hours later. And he was rearrested. But yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading something.
Yeah, he was the head of the drug cartel. Yeah, it was funny the way he escaped. He went into his shower after, I think they brought him his food or something, and then he goes around and he disappears into his shower, and he goes and climbs through the tunnel that they built, and then gets on this motorcycle and goes through. It's crazy. but funny at the same time.
Just so you guys
You guys are awfully quiet.
We're looking into something, and that's why we're quiet.
Ah, I was wondering why you guys were so quiet.
No, he did. He told me. Hold on. Let me put the leftovers away. I put the ball on the counter.
Yeah, so I'm sure y'all heard about the Andy versus Tonka fight not happening. And
yeah, because Tonka's a little bitch.
Well, Tonka changed his name 3 days before the fight.
Because he's a little bitch. No, dude, you signed papers, you agreed to it, you agreed to the venue, show your bitch ass up.
I think it's funny.
So you're going to get your ass beat, show up.
It's like, yeah, it's like, if you get your ass beat by Andy, at least you'll still have respect for, with people
because
within.
You showed up.
Yeah.
Dude, I heard you got your ass beat by Andy Worski. Yeah, well, at least I showed up. What the hell did he change his name to anyway?
He changed it from his name is Robbie, and he changed it
Chuck Norris
to Michael. Or his name was Michael, and he changed it to Robbie. But I think it's the first one. Because I think his name is Robbie Pilkington.
Well, if all this is fucking public and he's made it public, then
that's just what I was seeing in the chat.
True. I mean, unless he actually changed his last name too, and his signatures match, including the way that he does it, because there is a way to recognize that, he can still be held liable for half the payment of the venue. That's just how shit works.
Well, Tim Loy is the venue person. He gave them an extension. He also had to have blood work in, and he didn't have his blood work in either.
Okay, so he didn't have.
And then he changed his name, and it doesn't match the original contract that he signed. Right? What?
The Snow Wigger was able to do all this, right? Even from Canada.
Yes.
Okay, then automatic win to Worski. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, Worski fulfilled all his commitments, everything, signed contracts, everything, delivered his blood test, everything. Tonka didn't do his part. He changed his name. He already signed the contracts, and they give Tonka an extension to get blood tests, and he didn't get them.
Okay, so he forfeits. Automatic win for Worski.
He didn't get them in before the deadline, and plus he changed his name, which it didn't match the name that he originally signed on the contract. So yeah, he forfeit. But he's still saying, him and Vamp are still saying that they are going to show up at the ring in Knoxville. But he can't get in the ring. And then you have Atheism is Unstoppable. He released his interview, his 45-minute interview with Tonka, defending Tonka, supporting Tonka. And this was 7. No, so it's been 2 hours since I watched Cogs. So almost 10 hours ago, he released it. And yeah. And then this comes out that Tonka forfeit. And that the fight's not going to happen. But I know everybody's having a field day with this. Because Tonka has, like, you know, been this type of person, fight me in real life, fight me in real life. You know, come on, fight me in real life. Well, he got somebody to fight him in real life and, you know, signed all the contracts and everything, and then Tonka just backs out. Yeah.
They're going to be this slow to do a sound effect.
It's okay. I challenged Tonka to a fight before this Andy Worski shit, and he wouldn't fight me. But to hear people tell it, I don't know. I can't confirm if this is true or not. Supposedly he has AIDS, or he's HIV positive.
Oh, who? Tonka?
Mm-hmm. Somebody's playing Super Mario Brothers.
No.
Or Yoshi.
No. That's a soundboard.
Oh. But I know that sound clip. That's either from Yoshi's Island or
Mario Moss Live 2.
Okay. I know it was Mario, though.
That's actually from Super Mario Brothers 2. Because it's my favorite Super Mario game. Because you get to play as the princess.
I know it was from Super Mario Brothers. Because I play, those are my games. Damn, I wish I still had my original NES and my Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Those are the days.
You know what? I think my brother might still have them somewhere. Or they might be out there in the building, on the part of the building that didn't burn down. Because I don't remember ever. I didn't throw mine away. I actually had two Super Nintendos. I got 2 for Christmas.
Okay, because I've been wanting to do this. So since Tonka's forfeiting, Andy automatically wins.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it this one? There we go. or this is what would have happened. Yeah,
All I heard was it sounded like Cody was scratching it. He was moving his collar.
He was scratching his harness. You can wait till I'm done doing my show. Yes, you can, because I already walked your ass twice.
Cody, mommy being mean to babies.
I'm playing with sounds.
No, I'm sorry. I was just actually reading what happened between about the fight since you were talking about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently, let me see. He missed the deadline. They were given an extension till Monday to get medicals ready, so he missed the deadline by a day.
And then he also changed his name, and he couldn't sign the contract with he had already signed the contract with the name that he originally signed. Then he changed his name, but since it's a sanctioned event, they would have to basically draw up new contracts, and you know, and Tim Loy the venue could get fined because it says on paper that, look, oh, you signed at this name, but oh, you're fighting under this name. You can't do that. And the way that Trez said it on Cog's channel is that if it's an individual, they have to, they can't be under a pseudonym. They have to sign the contracts by their legal name that they were born with, that they were given. And she said something else, if it's a non-sanctioned event or something like that, then they could use a pseudonym.
This is too funny. I don't mean to say it's too funny. It's just I'm reading the conversation here. He was concerned about being doxxed.
Well, this is the thing. Tonka's already been doxxed.
That's what I was about to say. I'm not an internet person. I'm not into any of this shit. I could give a flying fuck less. I even know who this Yahoo is. His shit's all out there.
Yeah.
I even told him that today. Yeah, I told him when I was talking to him earlier. I said, you're lucky. All I want to do is knock your fucking teeth out. I said, there's probably a lot of people out there that hate you. Seriously. I mean, what the fuck's the matter with this guy?
And I heard that Ethan Ralph, the Ralph Retort, called his mom because his mom owns a car lot or something. And he actually did call his mom. But I don't know what was said.
See, I don't particularly like Tonka, but I'm a little. I don't even want to say anything really. But I talked to Ralph. I had no problem with Ralph when I talked to him. He seemed like a nice enough guy. I talked to him all fair. But you see, that's something. Wives, mothers, siblings. I don't know. I'm old fashioned. You got a problem with me? Come at me.
Right.
I mean, like everything I was dealing with that other loony. They were going after all of you because I told him to go scratch his ass with both hands. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. These people are all screwballs. If you got a problem with me, come at me. Don't go after my elderly mother. Don't go after my poor wife, my dog. These fucking bastards were talking shit about my dog.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing but cowards. And, I understand now that this scraggly looking fuck is over on Fox Boys channel right now, and they're fucking mixing it up over there. He's saying I ran away from a fight. This asshole asked me to dox myself, to give him my fucking name, and he'd give me a ticket. I told him send the money to my PayPal. I'll be there tomorrow. How many fucking times do I got to tell this guy I'll be there tomorrow? What, because I don't want to give to him and his fucking girlfriend my personal information that's running away from a fight? He's lucky I don't have the fucking $70 for Greyhound. I'd fucking waste the 2 days to get my ass down there. Unfucking real. This dirty prick, he's going to sit here and he's going to try to drag my name through the mud? So again, I'll set him on fire and beat the flames off him with a snow shovel. Fuck him.
You better have a hazmat suit on or a biohazard suit.
Yeah. You want to talk dumpster fire? That's a dumpster fire in Nikes if anyone ever lights him a flame. Fucking. That just burns me. That he's got the balls to sit there and he ran away from the fight. No, I don't like you, asshole. I don't want to talk to you. You want to come fuck? Yeah, fine. Pay for my fucking ticket. Oh, you want my name? No, you don't need my name. Tell me where the fuck to go. Give me the money. I'll put. What am I gonna go blowing on? Right. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I already own clothes. It's not like I'm gonna buy anything. Nah, fuck them. They all talk about trying to stay relevant. I mean, what the fuck? I flat out told the guy, go ahead. I'll come down there. I'll be there tomorrow. No, you're running away. I'm looking. I'll even show. Fuck it. I could even screen share the conversation. I kept saying to him over and over, no, I'll come there. And he kept insisting on wanting my name. Then I thought about it. I said, nah, how about this? Why don't you come up here? That you said, you're sitting here talking shit about Ryan LaFleur. That I interviewed Ryan. Like, okay, that's good for you, dick. Fucking guy used to come into my bar. Did I say we went and got tattoos together? No. Did we fucking go rock climbing? No. The guy came into the bar a couple of times. I knew who the fuck he was. He was going out for MMA at the time. It's not like there's Polaroids of us together, that sort of shit. There's a lot of people in this neighborhood. He happens to run the fucking his gym, his Inferno Training Center is directly next door to the place where I go to get Chinese food. Those gigantic dumplings that Tara loves so much.
He is.
I see him constantly whenever I go in for Chinese food. I say, hey, how you doing, champ? And that's it. We don't sit there and talk philosophy or anything. Really, what the fuck? I mean, you know what? I shouldn't really talk shit. These are people, they're swamp rats. They moved from whatever state they are. They moved into, like, the parts of Florida.
Saying to them, just listen.
Huh?
Just say this to them.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Felicia.
Because all they're doing is...
It's annoying shit is what it is. Like, what else do I have to tell them? Okay, fine, I'll come beat the shit out of you. Oh, Scooby, you're running away from the fight. Like, what the fuck? I just said I was going to come down there. Fucking asshole this guy is. I think I think that they're all delusional. I think they got to lay off of all the huff and paint.
If I have one message for Tonka, if you're listening, dude, you should have just, you're worried about being doxxed, but you've already been doxxed already because you've done that yourself. So you signed the contract with your original name that you were born with. You should have just not forfeit and just go and fight. And you know what? If you get your ass whooped, at least you didn't back down from it. At least you didn't run from it. Like, a lot of people would have more respect for you if you got your ass beat than you running away. Like, they're not going to let you live this down. Plus, with all the other shit that you've done, all the gay offs and shit, yeah, you just put this as the cherry on top of that ice cream or that cake or whatever. And if it would have been the other way around, if you would have whooped Andy's ass, I would be saying the same thing to Andy. Go fight. Show up, fight. You get your ass whooped. You get your ass whooped. But at least you didn't back down and you didn't run from it. So. Like, I've done my share of ass whooping. I've had my ass whooped.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
And I don't act like this tough, like I'm this fucking badass or anything. But I won't back down from a fight.
Hello?
That Peter Griffin? The fuck do you want?
I'll be more convincing than Bill Gibson when he apologized to the Jews.
What?
I didn't hear it.
Is that over? Excuse me, guys. I got a call.
But yeah. Like, I'm not this some badass, but I don't back down from a fight. I am what I say I'm about. People think I can't fight. Okay, well, come to North Carolina. Fly into Charlotte. Take your ass to here to Newton, and we'll fight.
You know, my thing is, I honestly don't really look for fights or look to have trouble, but when people sit there and read my wife's information out on the air to get at me, and then they go on, they take to Twitter and they take every website I'm registered on and tell people, go on these sites and fuck with everyone he knows and ruin his life, basically. I take that shit really personal.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is, I look at more than half of these people, at least 80% of them, maybe more, upwards of more like 90% of these people I've talked to on here that have since turned and are fucking with me. I guarantee about 90% of them, if I ever ran into them in public, they probably shit themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even saying they're trying to be a tough guy. I can tell what type of people they are. These are the type of people that they need an electronic device to talk to somebody. Like if I went up to them and was talking to them just in this tone, as normal as I'm talking to you guys right now, these are the type of people that panic.
Mm-hmm.
They can't handle confrontation. They can't handle conversation. They're very introverted, and that's
Mm-hmm.
the reason when they get a keyboard in their hand and a microphone, all of a sudden, they come out of their shell and they act like a complete asshole because they think it's cool.
If they tell me that I spur because of my temper on the internet, they would be glad I'm here and they are there. Because they would be fucking terrified if they seen how my temper explodes in person.
Yeah.
Because I start blacking out. And I've been in plenty of fights where I've had to have people drag me off of the person I'm beating the hell out of.
You gotta be careful. God forbid, like I was today, where was I? When I was I was getting dinner earlier. I stopped up at Taco Bell and I'm talking to this young man. And nice kid, sweetest kid, got in the car to left him and his friend. And I was thinking about it when I was talking to this kid. He reminded me of another young man, actually, who looked very familiar to him, who I'd seen a while back. And they beat the shit out of that kid. I mean, they beat him fucking badly. And, that's one of the things I hate saying it. You see that a lot. Like in my neighborhood, part of the reason I don't go out to these bars and everything anymore is, you run into one of these young Thundercats, like 21, 22 years old, all full of piss and vinegar. Been at the gym 9 hours a day for the past like 6 months, so he's completely shredded. What am I gonna? I mean, obviously, I'm probably gonna win because I'm more experienced and I know what I'm doing. But at the same time, I'm gonna get the living shit beat out of me. I'm gonna walk away from the thing, but just barely. It's not worth it. And like with these idiots, I've told them all the same. Yeah, step in the ring with me because I know for a fact they're all into that grappling and that MMA shit, and everyone wants to sit there, put their hand around your waist, and try to slide their thumb up your ass. That's the reason they're all into it. No, they get in the ring with me. They got to strap on gloves and they're gonna box. They want to sit here and act like real men. I'll school them like real men. That's all. And the fact that I have to again as a grown man that I have to sit here and deal with other grown men. Why can't it's specifically the men. I hate saying it. They're the ones I'm dealing with on this the most because we have to compare dicks apparently. So this is I don't know why the fuck we have to do this, but I apparently cannot go further and forward on, I guess, YouTube and social media or whatever, and cover politics and cover current events and social and civic issues, which is what I'm interested in. No, because I have to sit here and address the fucking pud pulling circle jerk that is this fucking community that these people are involved in.
Well, to the little bitch that doxed me in Cog's chat, there's two of us with that name. Anything happens to my mother, I will fucking come after you. I will do the fucking prison time. Now, I'm not fucking scared. You got a problem with me? That's cool. And mark my fucking words. That's not a threat. That's a fucking promise.
Well, I told you what the deal is, Sarah. Any one of these people you screw with, ask around, talk to a few people. If you can find out exactly who the hell they are, I got no problem rolling up on this person as a journalist with a camera in my hand and a microphone and doing an impromptu interview on them while they're throwing out their trash and getting their mail. See, the way I look at it is if someone's going to dox, then I'm a journalist. That's a story. I want to go confront this person and ask them why they're doxing. Now, this is the thing. This is the key. Now, they obviously this is a person using an avatar and a fake name. They don't want themselves out there. Now, when I go there, I have an obligation as a journalist to hide their identity. This is the thing, though. This is the rub. If it's not illegal in their state, I really don't have the obligation to protect their identity. I have a professional courtesy.
Yeah.
Now, this is one of those things. It's very hard for you to actually do something to me where I'm going to actually sit there and say, you know, fuck you and not show you professional courtesy. That having been said, I guarantee you these are the only people that I've ever filmed that would push me to that limit where I'm like, you know what, fuck them and fuck the courtesy. And seriously, these are the type of people I can guarantee you if I showed up, specifically a few of these girls. A few of these girls I've heard talk, I could tell that they're the type that if they were outside tending their garden, I rolled up to talk to them, they would probably grab the garden gnome and try to fucking bludgeon me with it.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell just from talking to them. The men, I can tell from talking to these men. What's the term that they use for them? Incels?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are incels. You can tell they're the ones. I've heard you talk to a few of them. They're very passive. Most of these men who do this shit posting and this talking and this nonsense that I see on these different chats and whatnot, it's these women. These women that's I guess it's these people are SJWs for even though they claim they're all right wing or whatever. But that's like the SJW thing where the men are the passive ones and the women are the aggressive ones. And that's one of the things you have to keep in mind. And my advice to you is don't give people your information. Don't talk to them because
Well, this is the thing. I know who he's been talking to. How they got my information, my full name. I know exactly who they are and where he got it from.
that, I hate saying this. You're probably like the 8th or ninth person I've talked to where literally your name is part of like your screen name.
Yeah.
Like everyone I've talked, there's a few people on here I'm not going to name them obviously, but I've talked to them, and when they would tell me what they would confide in me their government name, and I'd look at as soon as they said it, I'd look at their screen name, and I'd be like,
yeah.
Do you realize if I had any inkling what your name was, I could have figured that out by looking at your screen name?
But this is the thing. My first name is not part of my screen name. I know exactly who they've been talking to get my first name.
Well, honestly.
And then I'm not going to name the person that I was talking to earlier that I trust, but he was telling me that I should, dox the doxer. Then, that makes me no better than him.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't even bother. Let it go. It's not worth it.
But that anybody like I said, they want to show up here. Okay. You go right ahead. You'll leave one of two ways, because I'm going to beat your ass and you're going to require the hospital, or you'll leave in a body bag. And North Carolina is a stand your ground state, and I can defend myself by any means necessary.
Good. God, I wish they would let us have that up here. Stand your ground. So Illinois, they took everything like that away.
And this means anywhere. Doesn't have to be my property. Well, it's my mom's property, but where I live, it can be anywhere. Walmart, the grocery store, whatever. Gas station. It's a stand your ground state.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. New York State just has we have castle doctrine. That's it.
We just became a stand your ground state. Let me look it up. North Carolina. Stand your ground law. That's. It became December 1st, 2011. So we have been a stand your ground state for almost 8 years. Because it says, as of December 1st, 2011, citizens of North Carolina have the legal right to defend themselves with deadly force in their homes, vehicles, and workplace without the duty to retreat. Stand your ground laws exist in at least 25 states in addition to Florida and North Carolina.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish we had them up here. We just have castle doctrine. Like, a lot of people don't realize, and I tell them, and they're like, "You kidding me?" I go, "Oh no!" Like the way that Cuomo has it work is, it's basically it's kind of fucked up. The way that New York State's logic works is, if you are caught trespassing in New York State and you're on my property, I have the right to blow you the fuck away. That's how it works. The reason that they have it is they want you to just use non-lethal round. Rather, they want you to use lethal rounds only, and they specifically want you to shoot to kill. There's no shoot to wound. And the reason they do this is this shows you how compassionate they are. They just want to get this shit over and done with. They're not interested in that. They want shit to be quick. It's really fucked up about them, you know. They don't. No, we just want it over and done with.
And this is a person may also use reasonable force to defend his or her family or a third party.
See, there you go.
And, because it says stand your ground law in North Carolina allows one to use force, deadly or otherwise, in self-defense. The self-defense must be within reason, which such citizen is at his or her home, vehicle, or workplace. A person may also use reasonable force to defend his or her family or a third party.
Sounds pretty cut and dry.
And I can also, it says, can you shoot someone on your property in North Carolina? One may use reasonable amount of force to stop or prevent serious injury to theirself or others. However, deadly force may be prohibited unless the person has a reasonable belief that the force is necessary to prevent imminent death or bodily harm.
Cool.
I know. I know sometimes I say I hate my state, but I just hate the people in there.
Yeah.
But as for the laws, yeah, they're pretty good.
I love my state, and I don't dislike my fellow New Yorkers. What I despise are the people who move here. Oh, I'm a New Yorker. Oh, okay. Where were you born? Well, I'm from Wisconsin originally, but I've been here for 8 years. Really? Okay. Dairy farmer motherfucker coming to my state and say, trying to claim it. Like, it's shit like that I don't like. I don't like those people, and I can't stand my politicians. If these people would just take their fucking offspring and go back to their own states, and then they can sit there and have their Antifa shit out in the fucking fields with the cows and shit, and not my neighborhood. You know, it's really fucked up when you think about it. But I just realized Samantha Bee was actually right about something. She she had said she said something on the air a couple of months ago about she said white people fucked up Brooklyn. And now I remember when I was a kid, everyone knew what had happened in Brooklyn, and it's no big secret, was they tore down the projects, and this is back in the 60s, and unfortunately the projects that they had, the people that they had living in there, they turned those poor bastards into animals. And they let them loose on Brooklyn, and they completely destroyed Brooklyn. You can look this up on Wikipedia. It caused what they called the mass exodus. Everyone moved east. They moved, and then it started to spread into Queens, and so people moved from Queens. So they moved into Nassau and Suffolk County, away from Brooklyn and Queens, because of how bad they became. Now, the reason I said Samantha Bee was right is, you see, what the problem was these neighborhoods got completely destroyed. And then these loony liberals started to move here. And they moved here en masse. And now you go into Brooklyn and it's still a shithole, but what they did was they've turned it all touristy. So now it's a complete fucking rat's nest dive with coffee shops and fucking sushi bars and shit of that nature. Like, it's mind blowing. I go to the same part of the neighborhood where 20 years ago we used to go to score angel dust, and now there's people sitting there eating finger sandwiches and walking poodles and shit, but you can still see the same scumbags in the background. So basically, that's what I don't like about my state, is these fucking people come here and they've turned my state. Did you see the video when I was in Manhattan the other day? They turned Times Square into a goddamn open air 3-ring circus.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, there was cars in there. It was the busiest intersection in the world, Times Square. You'd see every vehicle you could think of crossing through there. It was just, it was congested. It wasn't nice or anything, but it was what I was used to. And then when Iron Mike was mayor, I think it was the beginning of his 3rd term, I had stopped into Manhattan for something, and I'm going somewhere, and I cut through Times Square, and I see, the guys juggling the bowling pins, and people are out there breakdancing and shit. There's no cars, and I go like this to the cop. I go, "Where's Times Square?" He looks puzzled at me. He goes, "Right here." I go, "No, where's Times Square? What the hell is all this?" And he starts laughing. He goes, "Oh, it's the mayor's new policy." I look at him. I go, I've lived here my entire life." I said, "I don't know about you." I said, "This is some European looking shit. What the fuck are they doing this for?" I mean,
you don't have the right to do that.
It just bothers me. They moved to my home, and they're slowly destroying my home. They're taking away, again, the same shit that Billy Joel wrote that song, Down Easter Alexa. He wrote Down Easter Alexa specifically about the people from Manhattan coming out to Long Island and buying up all the areas where there's fishing. They just did it out in the East End. They're trying to take the oyster beds away from the oyster fishermen so these fucking cocksuckers can sit there with their yachts. Me personally, if they're going to take away the oyster farming for these assholes to have yachts, I got no problem going up to the slaughterhouses in Red Hook, getting a couple of oil drums full of friggin' pig's blood, dumping that shit in there, and watching them in their yachts try to outrun fucking great whites.
Do you torture small animals?
I don't know. It just gets under my skin.
What are you so angry about?
Is she still playing with that damn soundboard?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. And is Kelt asleep? I think Kelt's asleep. Kelt, wake up. Damn it, I bored him to sleep.
I'm asking you, how do you feel about what you do?
Oh, man. Terry, you there?
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
All right, now I hear you playing with the soundboard. What the hell are you doing?
What are you so angry about?
I hate
I
that.
like how Pox posted in Tara's Discord server. Okay, B Donga gets spinal injury from wrestle. Dick doesn't work. Snaggletooth girlfriend fucks Sand Nog. Obese friend no longer speaks to you. In friendship with Gay Frog because of gay reasons. Challenge cokehead Canadian to fight. Try a million ways to get out of it. Only way out is to change legal name. And the last one, the feeling win 10,000 to 0.
Tell me why.
And then he has a gif of Chevy Chase posted below it.
Oh God, let me see this.
It's in general of Tara's Discord.
Mm-hmm.
But he added one too many zeros onto the 10,000. So
Maybe he meant 100,000.
yeah. But it's where the comma is, that's why. But that's funny.
Sand Nog. Who the hell did she screw around with?
I guess Joaquin, maybe? I don't know.
This is Vamp?
Yeah, Snaggletooth girlfriend fucks Sand Nog.
What does she weigh? Like 80 pounds?
Probably, like, soaking wet. Like, she's really skinny.
Yeah, I know. I seen a picture of her earlier. She looks like a little girl. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And so let me see if I got this straight. What, he don't talk to obese friend? What, he don't talk to
Failure?
Failure? Yeah.
Mm-mm.
What happened with them?
They split up. Like, Failures went his own way.
I'm still annoyed with Failure for reading my shit off on mine and my wife's shit on the two of them read. You know, but that having been said, I don't particularly like how all these people are turning on this bastard.
Well, Donga has brought it on himself, though.
I still, you know, even though I'm pissed off at the guy and I really would like to punch him in the mouth, that's as far as it goes. I actually don't hate this guy and I feel bad for him.
Well, it's like he preached against about doxing and, gay ops and shit when he was doing gay ops behind the scenes and doxing people. So that came out. Then he went after Andy, calling him a pedophile, trying to ruin his livelihood. And then that's when Andy challenged him to a fight. And they accepted. And then he backs out.
Kind of figures the irony. Out of any day I decided to hit the asshole up, it was the day that this all went down, too.
I mean, it's kind of like what, Mundane Matt. He was flagging people and, then showed his flagging history. And then when, it's like he made his bed, he can lay in it now. Because he got his feelings hurt or he wasn't in the right headspace. Like, but this shit was us. We had people come after us for no reason.
Yeah, the thing with Matt though, was it just that he didn't like what they were saying, or were they actually like slandering him?
No, they're just making fun of him.
Okay, you see, that's different. That's different. He's got to be a little bit more thick-skinned. Now, slander is a completely different matter.
No, they weren't slandering him.
Yeah, okay, because I'll be the first one to tell you, I got no problem. I find, if I find out something, because I went to school for this shit, you're slandering me, I'm going to follow the proper protocols. The same thing. I'm not going to slander anybody. Anything I say, that's one of the reasons I won't sit here and say certain things about people. Well, one, I don't believe in it. It's just you don't do that. But the other thing of it is, if I have something I'm going to say to you that's that vitriolic and I'm going to use certain hyperbole, I expect you to be there to respond and defend yourself. I'm not one of those people that likes to, take the handball and throw it at the wall. I'd actually like to have somebody to like pitch it back.
Right.
And like me personally, I just I don't know. I mean, if he's really gonna sit there and do shit like that's part of the reason I called it months ago. I think I was on the air with I was on the Minions of the Zoo, and I think I was talking to Ranting Monkey, and he asked me what I thought about Mundane Matt, and I said, "You mean Mundane Cuck?" He's like, "Okay, that answers my question." I said, "I don't dislike the man." I said, "I've seen him, you know, I've seen like one or two of his videos." I said, "But I can tell what type of person he is. He's a bit of a wishy-washy beta, and I'm probably paraphrasing myself because it was months ago, maybe even over a year ago that I was talking to Monkey about this. God, I hope it was Monkey, not Polycup. Sometimes I mix them up, like if it's been enough time. Anyway, but you know, it's one of those things. It's just I don't know. I'm just gonna keep like going in a circle over the same topic, but you get the point I'm getting at. You know, just
Yeah.
like I could tell then what I was saying to him was, you know, I could tell what type of guy he is. He's a bit of a wishy-washy beta. I don't dislike Matt. I don't know the guy that well, and I've never spoken to him. So I can't really opine on him too well, but from what I've seen in his videos, he strikes me as one of those sorts of people that I'd probably, if he was working for me, I'd probably have to do a lot of human resources shit with the guy because he strikes me as the type of person that would just provoke hostility from people. Because he's very mellow and he's very laid back and he seems a little bit on the passive side, he would probably get bullied. I can tell this is somebody who's been bullied.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's part of the reason he's probably reacting with such fragility. Excuse me for yawning. Well, my thing, again, is who was it? I think yeah, Aircraft Sparky was asking me to show my flagging history, or is that what they call it, flagging history?
Yeah.
I'm not interested in sharing any of that shit. One, I don't know how to access it, and two, it's nobody's fucking business. Like, this is the thing. If I'm gonna flag somebody, I will admit it. I got no problem saying, yeah, I flagged your fucking video because I don't like you. I own up for shit if I do something. I'm not exactly subtle.
Right.
And let me just say this. What was this? AP's channel? No, I didn't flag AP's channel. Did I? I'm trying to think. Did I flag anything? The only time I ever flagged anything was when I was told that I was going to be doxxed and my personal information was read on the air. I was told that that was going to happen. I probably would have reported the stream, and that's about it. So, other than that, where I was afraid that my family was going to be put in harm's way, these people can sit here and say all sorts of shit that they want, because I'll tell you right now, it's not like I'm going to stop them, and I'm not giving my permission either. I'm saying this is not me or endorsing them. This is me saying to them, you can say what you want, but here's the caveat. Understand, if you give me such motivation, and I feel that all you're doing is sitting here slandering me, and slandering me, I might not remember obligational courtesy if I decide to roll up on your ass with the GoPro and ask you questions. I might plaster you fucking hairy mug all over the fucking internet. You see, so if you're going to sit there and you're going to slander me and you're going to make shit up and you're going to try to destroy my reputation, the fuck would I honestly give a fuck about your right to privacy and your reputation? Because as a journalist, as somebody who my goal is to expose corruption, you strike me as a corrupt individual if you're trying to deplatform me simply because I hurt your feelings because you're like a Fabergé egg.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in my point of view, if someone's going to go after me with such animosity and not relinquish even an inch of ground, even though they are 100% wrong, they're just going to keep coming at me and coming at me. Why would I not eventually say, you know what, fuck you, and use the tools to my disposal and then just go after you? And when I say go after you, show up with a camera, show up with my press pass, start asking questions, and get you to do shit like that kid in the vape shop in Georgia. Like, I personally don't have to put boots to somebody. I can just show up and stick a microphone in their face, and they will beat the shit out of themselves. And what I mean by that is they will do everything in their power to make sure that it goes from a misdemeanor to a felony, the confrontation. If it goes south, throwing, hitting, kicking, spitting, biting, punching, yeah, fine, do it all. It's all going to get caught on tape. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the flip side to that. Anyone who's hearing this, that's somebody that I have animosity to, because these people are all narcissists. They're all prima donnas. They all think, oh my God, Scooby's talking about me. And let me say this to that person right now. No, Putz, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying this as a general statement. Anyone who has fucked with me in the past couple of months, I've looked into them. About a good 95% of you guys or so, you're a pack of fucking losers. The other 5% of people that have like screwed up with me, they got your shit wrong with them mentally. So that's it. That's what I've been dealing with is losers and crazy people. So why would I give a flying fuck at a flaming fig tree what these people think? You know, why would I care? But if they're going to keep doing this shit, like they went after Harlequin's happy hour, they went after me, they went after a few other people. Again, I have the tools at my disposal. If you're going to, create Discord and you're going to be a liability to everyone else who's streaming on here, why the fuck shouldn't we give you the heave ho? Like, I was talking to a certain person the other day who, I don't want to drop their name, but this person and I, and I said to this person, so and so and so and so are going around and they're threatening all of you to not stream with me because they don't like me. And this person said to me, yes, that's correct. I said, okay, there's maybe between them and their little crew, there's maybe about a dozen of them, give or take. I said, so far, you've named a few people, and I have the names in my head. I said, rough estimate. I said, I'm thinking about somewhere between 60 and 80 people have been fucked with by them. Why are you guys going to let a group of people who have 10% the population of the group that you're in now, which is people being ostracized for talking to me, why don't you all collectively just go tell them to go fuck themselves?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Well, and then what they don't understand too is that meme I posted in the blunt dump. It says, before you run my name through the mud, be sure to mention how good I was to you until you lost all my respect. Mention everything I did for you. Tell him how I did my best to help you when no one else gave a shit. Then try to trash my name. That's what they're not telling. Because when they needed somebody to talk to, or whatever they were going through, like they would call me at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, or it would be 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, because they're scumbags. That's what I keep saying.
And then I would be on there on the phone with them for hours, or we would be, if not on the phone, we would be messaging back and forth, because that's the person that I am. I'm a good person. I'm a decent person. I've never fucked over anybody, and I'm not about to start now.
Good. Well, I said that about you too. And this is the thing. Like I keep saying, they're a bunch of dickbags with no lives. I hate saying that about somebody, but I mean, really, what the fuck are they gaining by doing shit of this nature? I mean, look at how their community slowly falling apart and splintering. Yeah. They keep going at each other's throats. No. These are not people you need to bother yourself with. You're a good person. I mean, look how many people now that we have in the group chat for this streaming group. Mm-hmm. It's most of the decent people we talk to. There's about maybe 9 or 10 of us in there. And I use my server just to store like my notes and shit, and to converse with people. Like most of the people I added in that server were from other servers that I would be in. Like I added people from Six's server, I added people from Irv's server, from Diogenes' server, from Pox's server. When Burnside had a server, I added a few of his people. That's what I did. I added whoever I talked to the most in the other servers. And this is the thing. I nuked my server a few times. I've said I was going to nuke it. It's just I'm too lazy to transfer all the notes somewhere else. But now that we have, the group chat, I sit in there all day and talk to you guys. Because you know what it is? My server, because I had those trolls in there a few months ago, so everyone has their notifications set off. So it's not even that my server is dead. It's whenever people wander back in, it's like a week. Oh, I wonder what's going on in Scooby's server. All of a sudden, like my server explodes with conversation.
Mm.
So nah, fuck it. I prefer the group chat.
Well, and it's like these people don't understand too. It's like I'm the only one that gave a shit to the other people that they call friends. You know, I was Esau came at me in Cog's chat. He's like, "Yeah, you're calling these people your friends, and then they're acting like they don't know what they're talking about." Oh, really? Okay, then I'm not going to divulge my DMs, but you know, I'm the only one that gave a shit. Everybody else that those people that claim that they are this person's friend, they don't give a damn about you. They're just searching for relevance. You know, they want their little recognition. I have never asked anything from anybody because I know what a friend is. And it's like, to them, like, people that act like they're are this person's friend or these people's friend, what are they asking for? Anything and everything. But, they're going to shit on me and make, tell lies about me when I've done nothing but be a really, really, really good friend to them.
Yeah. Well, I hate saying this because they're shitheads. That's really nothing more elegant than that. That's what you're dealing with, a pack of shitheads.
And I've also learned too, Scooby, that I can't apply my morals and my standards and my ethics and my principles to other people because they don't other people don't see it that way. You
Yeah.
know. I
Sucks.
kind of live as by the golden rule: do unto others
Yeah.
as you would do unto you.
Yeah, I was raised that way too. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Mm-hmm.
For their own sake, I really hope that these assholes grab a clue.
I hope so too.
It's depressing to think about, grown people acting like morons.
Mm-hmm. That's why I've said humanity never ceases to amaze me. I think I've seen it all. No, nope. Something comes along or someone comes along. Yeah. But you know what? I'm not going to let this cruel world, I'm not going to let these cruel people, change the good person that I am.
Good. You shouldn't let them. You're better than that. You're better than them. They're a pack of idiots.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta hop out, guys. I'm falling asleep sitting here.
Okay.
All right, you head on out.
All right, I'll talk to you guys
will hop in.
Huh?
Said I'm hoping Burnside will hop in.
Yeah, just keep trying to wake him up.
Oh no, he's on his way home right now.
Oh, there you go.
I know that for a fact.
Oh, good. All right. So yeah, hit me up tomorrow during the day, guys. I'll be around.
Okay.
All right. Good night, all.
Good night. Sweet dreams.
Yep. Laters.
Bye. Yeah. I think your brother's asleep. They're pulling a Queenie. Because I've fallen asleep a few times on stream.
My brother definitely.
But yeah, when I call you my friend, that means, I care about y'all and I care about these people. And it's like you're not just another soundbite transmitted over the internet. You're a human being with feelings, with emotions. You matter to me. Like, no matter what is going on in your life, just know that there's somebody out there that cares about you, and that person's me. Whether we meet in real life or not. But that's all. I've always been that way.
Hello?
But don't mistake my kindness for a weakness, though, because I do have a temper, and I am aggressive, and I'm the first to admit that.
I take it some of these you can't quite hear.
Huh?
I said, I take it some of these you can't quite hear.
Well, I think it's your microphone because you start out kind of low and then it gets louder.
My volume's at 100%.
But yeah, some of them I can't hear. Like, I can hear them, but I can't make out what they're saying.
So how are you guys doing?
How you guys doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
I'm all right. How are you?
I can't hear that one. I can hear it, but I can't make out what they're saying.
Said, well, I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. It's good.
Why would I believe
What?
He said, why would I believe that?
Believe what you want to believe.
you? Are you stereotyping people?
What? All right.
He said, are you stereotyping people? Hold on. Let's see if I can turn up my.
See, now you went really low.
That's because I lowered my voice.
Oh, okay.
I'm opening up the volume mixer right now. We're trying to. Mute Steam. This is down. Now we'll mute this clip. All that's open is Dr. Phil and the speakers. All of them are at 100%. Volume control option. Yeah, I don't really have control over the microphone. Hold on, I'll go to control panel. I told you I was going to use these on a show one night.
Yeah, I still need to hit up 1-ton hammer and see if that offer still stands about him letting me have a computer. I just pay for the shipping and stuff. Because my little computer, yeah, it works. It does what I need it to do. But a lot of stuff I can't run on there because of the operating system. Because I really don't have anything on there. I have a few pictures. And
Bum Fluff, how are you enjoying the sound bites I'm playing? I need opinion from the audience.
Bumfluff, he's good people. He really is.
Heard wearing sound.
Man, I went to the store today and I got some like off-brand Tylenol and I took some and that shit made me sleepy.
Okay, what's being used sounds like is the one that's on the camera. And that's why it's sounding so low.
Oh. Our title was TSA walkouts. All the times that I've flown, I've never had any problems with TSA except for one time I flew into Denver. I had a, you know, hour, hour and a half layover. Went out to smoke. I had my carry on, blah, blah, blah. And I went back through TSA. I had my hairspray in there that I paid $25 for. And of course, it was over the whatever ounces.
Okay, so we're going to try some of these sound bites again.
Oh, that's perfect.
Because I unplugged the camera, which wasn't close to me, and it was using the camera's microphone instead of the laptop's.
You sound beautiful.
Hello.
Hi.
Dr. Phil.
Queenie, the dick dogs are here.
Am I here?
I guess, yeah.
Tell me how that's a good deal for you.
Well, you're the doctor. You tell me.
What you just said is articulate, it is intelligent, and it is logical.
Thank you.
Do you realize that this is a big problem?
How is it a big problem?
Are you having sex?
No. I ain't had none.
So you've been spending $20, $40, and $60 a week? Do you agree that you smoke?
Yeah, I smoke cigarettes.
Do you agree that you smoke pot?
I have.
How about when this is over, we go do a little coke?
No.
You're going to smoke dope and have a good time.
No.
And I want you to start having a gay relationship.
No.
Do you agree that you've been sexually active?
Yes.
Get over it. I don't care about you.
No, the feelings are mutual.
My mother told me don't ever ask a woman how old they are, but do you mind saying how old you are?
No, I'm 32. I'll be 33 in 3 weeks.
Do you want to look the best you can for your age, or are you trying to be something you're not?
I want to look the best for my age. I don't ever try to be something I'm not.
That you're so focused on how you look.
What?
Does it seem superficial to you that you're so focused on how you look?
No, you should always look your best.
You have how many children at home?
0.
Do you resent your children?
I don't have any children to resent.
Do you go into the store and steal groceries?
No.
I think you like being a victim because it's easier for you to rebel.
No.
What are you so angry about?
People that lie on me and they think they know me.
You are a paranoid controller.
I'm a paranoid controller. No.
And you believe that you just have no redeeming qualities, no nothing.
I do have redeeming qualities.
Tell me how you feel about that.
I am who I am, and I like who I am.
Why would I believe that?
You don't have to, but I know it's the truth.
How are your finances going?
Stressful. But I'm managing.
Taking money from people under fraudulent circumstances across state lines.
What?
Answer the question.
What was the question?
You've taken money from people under fraudulent circumstances across state lines.
No.
What are you trying to tell me?
I've never done any crime.
You need help.
We all do.
So how good looking are you?
I'm pretty decent, I guess. But beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
We're talking about breast implant surgery.
Nope, my boobs are real. 100%.
Xanax, Vicodin, Oxycontin, Adderall, Clonopin, Speed.
Ooh, that's a party.
We're talking about engaging in sex acts.
You know it. Mm-hmm.
Sugar mamas.
No.
Gonna kiss me?
Are you paying me money?
Do you feel dirty? Do you feel cheap?
No.
When did you acknowledge that you were gay?
I've never had to acknowledge because I'm not gay. I'm strictly dickly.
What do you think about penis enlargement?
Whatever floats their boat.
You're a smart motherfucker, that's right.
What?
You're a smart motherfucker, that's right.
I'm sorry, I don't talk Ebonics.
This is Samuel L. Jackson.
Congratulations.
Shut the fuck up!
You shut the fuck up.
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
What?
They speak English and what?
What?
You're the evil man, and I'm the righteous man.
I'm not evil, and I'm not a man.
You ever had a big kahuna burger?
Have I ever had a what?
You ever had a big kahuna burger?
A big kahuna?
Big Kahuna burger.
No.
Hello?
Hi.
What's your first name?
Queenie.
Listen to me carefully.
Okay.
I'm a really smart lady.
Congratulations.
Outrageous.
Cool.
You're fibbing.
No?
There is no excuse for that.
Mm.
Damn it, some of these have to load again.
Is this one Judge Judy?
The last one was, yeah.
Yes. This is funny.
Hey, over here!
Is that Cartman?
Son of a bitch, who did that?
You?
Under alien control again?
Under idiot control again. No.
Sweet.
It is.
Why, you dirty motherfucking cocksucking piece of shit?
Aw. Stop talking about yourself like that, Cartman. Okay.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Kick you in the nuts.
Oh, okay. I don't have no nuts, but okay.
Kick ass.
I'll kick you in the face.
Damn it, stop hitting me.
Oh, no.
Not bad, huh? Your mom's a bitch.
Yeah, she can be. But I think that's all moms. This is funny.
I'm enjoying this. One night I'm going to have all these ready to go, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to reply with these.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Captain Han Solo.
Oh, God. Star Wars sucks.
I'm Captain of the Millennium Falcon.
And I'm the captain of my Mercedes Benz.
Ridiculous.
No, it's not.
Everything's under control. Situation normal.
Cool. I'd hope so.
Negative. We have a reactor leak here now. Give us a few minutes to lock it down. Large leak, very dangerous.
Well, you better call the chief engineer.
Bulky religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster, TSA, kid.
What?
Bulky religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster, TSA, kid.
Cool.
Chewie, get us out of here!
Did it say Chewie, get your ass out here?
Chewie, get us out of here.
Oh, Chewie, get us out of here. Cool.
Hello?
Hey.
How you doing, dog?
Okay.
Who's that?
Queenie.
What up, biatch?
What's up, my nigga?
Oh, damn, dog.
What?
Oh, damn, dog.
What did they say? Something dog?
Damn dog.
Oh, damn dog.
This is audio from The Fugitive 1993 and Water to Wine 2004.
Yeah. The Fugitive was with Sandra Bullock, wasn't it? And
I think so.
yeah, I think I remember seeing that movie. But the other one, I don't remember. What?
I didn't kill my wife.
Well, I'd hope you didn't.
He had a mechanical arm.
Awesome.
So that our DU-90 could be approved and Devlin McGregor could give you Provacid.
Damn, why are you out of breath?
Provacid.
What?
How dare you?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Not really.
All right. I'm done playing with Dr. Phil for now.
Oh.
Let's see here.
Oh, Cody.
Yeah, he wants me to take him OUT. And I think he's learning how to spell.
Dogs are smart.
Yes, he is smart.
Speak. Speak, Cody. Speak.
You're going to have to say it louder.
Speak. Speak, Cody. Speak. Cody, speak. Come on, speak. 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 Yeah, speak. Aww. I love you, Cody. You want to go OUT? What?
Hey, what happened?
Nothing happened.
Oh, sexy girlfriend.
You know it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I say that all the time. What?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Yes, I understand the words that are coming out of your mouth.
Somebody call my mother.
Okay, I will. Damn, who summoned Tarzan?
Hello?
Nobody cares.
Shut up!
Kiss my ass.
And boom goes the dynamite.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's nasty.
I know you are.
Denied.
Yep, that's what I've done to somebody recently. Ha ha ha.
On dope?
What?
What are you people? On dope?
Not me.
Fucking right in the pussy.
What?
Fucking right in the pussy. You got knocked the fuck out, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do to some people. What?
You again?
Of course, bitch. Cool. All in order. Yep.
What the fuck?
That took Cody's attention. He's sniffing the cans underneath the laptop. He's trying to find it.
That's funny.
If I hadn't disconnected the camera, I'd have it playing.
Oh.
He knows it's coming from the mouse. He knows that much.
No. Cody, mommy being mean.
What? I don't have nothing, I swear. get your piggy. He's staring at the cans that are holding my laptop up.
Yeah. I'm hoping to have my car fixed. Like I said, my brother's had it over a month because you said you'll be flying out in what, February? So yeah, I'll come down to Charlotte.
What? I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing.
Anything going on in the chat?
What? I don't have anything, I swear. I admit, I timed that one perfectly.
Mm-hmm. There was somebody on a COG stream today. I'm not going to say who. And he got on there and said that. He's like, I haven't been in any streams for like 5 months. And that's a bullshit lie. Because he was in AP several times.
There's no toy.
Like, he just straight out just fucking lied. And I was like laughing the entire time. Like, okay.
All right, and I think on that note, we are going to call it a night. My brother has passed out. And I have with us still Queenie the Dick Doxer.
Woo, I'm still here.
And of course, I am Terracin, your favorite cyber bitch. And since my beloved Burnside didn't show up, I'm calling it a night. Plus, I'm fucking tired. So, everyone, please have a good night.